Maddie, come here, let's go for a ride. After I got the loader running the other day, I went up to the house because there was 2 posts that I've needed to pull for quite some time. And hooked up the loader to them and started to pull up, and about all that happened was my rear tires come up off the ground. So I was at Rural King today and I saw a carryall sitting there, and I thought, you know what? That'll be a good way to get some weight on the back of the tractor quick. So I think it was $159, not a bad price. So I picked it up, and in case you didn't notice, I wasn't really prepared. I was in my LX470 instead of one of the pickup trucks. But we got her home. I will say the paint quality on this is horrible. It's peeling off everywhere. It's just a really cheap quality, piece of equipment. But I figure eventually I'm going to get a new tractor. When I do, I will paint it to match whatever tractor that is. When I set this on the ground, I noticed that I am missing the top link to my tractor. Hoping I've just taken it off and laid it somewhere. Hopefully I didn't leave it on that finish mower when I sold it last year. We'll go see if we can't find it. The tires in my tractor here aren't fluid filled, and it's something I've really wanted to do, but I also think there's a decent probability that I will get a new tractor within the next year or so. And I know I can be a cheapskate at times, but it's quite a bit of money to fill tires, and I kind of don't want to, fill it for the next guy. Can't wait to have some sort of tank and pumping device out here on the farm, so I don't have to lug all these 5-gallon jugs around. I don't know how I never noticed this, but the lift arm on this 3-point hitch has a bolt going through it instead of a pin. Now, to be fair, I haven't used this 3-point hitch that much. The tractor came with the property here, and it had a finish mower. That was the only implement that it had, and I used it a couple times, but it's not, in my opinion, that's not the best implement ever. So I sold the finish mower, and I just happened to be putting this carryall on, and I looked up and I saw these and I thought, well, that's not right. So since I'm planning on putting a whole lot of weight on this, I figure I better get this thing taken care of. From the looks of it, it looks like they used it because of the diameter of the hole in this arm. So I'm guessing this is supposed to use a some sort of special type of pin that has a wider area for the lift arm here, and then a smaller diameter for this part. All right, so we got those bolts out. You know, while I was taking them out, I was sitting here looking at this old crescent wrench, and I've got all kinds of newer crescent wrenches, but most of the time, unless I'm working on something really small, I go for this one. The jaws on it are really parallel and nice and big, and I don't know, I like the offset handle. It's just weird, you know, you don't see one like this anymore, but that's the one I go for. So if anybody out there is real familiar with 3-point hitches and knows what pins I need to be using that can work with this and with the lift arm there, leave me a comment there so I can get the right thing. I'll start doing some research, see if I can't find it. But the next step is going to be designing the box that I'm going to build here. I'm not exactly sure what I want. I want to be able to add some weight. I'd like to be able to carry some tools on here. I've seen Wrangler Star, he didn't use a carry-all, he had a ballast box that he filled full of gravel or concrete, I can't remember. Obviously I'm not going that route, but I like how he carried tools on his. Something I've thought about, let me go get it, give me just a second here. Oh, actually it's right here. When I bought this property, it had this little cart here, and for the longest time I didn't think I would use it, because I've got service carts and everything, but then, you know, I got to thinking with the wheels it has, it'll go really good, you know, when it's not on blacktop. It'll do good well on the ground, on, you know, grass, gravel, things of that nature. Now it does have a swivel caster back in the back, so I would need to change that out to a pneumatic type tire. But I was thinking if I could make it to where this mounts on here, to where maybe the bottom half is filled with weight, and then if for some reason I need to take it off and wheel it around to get my tools places, I can. So I don't know if this will be the way I go. If you have any ideas, if you can put them in the comments, any links to videos, pictures, anything like that. Basically, I'd like to just see as many ideas as possible. So hopefully I get this thing posted in the next day or two, because I got a tree I need to fell next weekend, and I'd like to have this ready by then so I can have the ballast so I can use the loader to lift the logs. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like that video, hit the thumbs down, but tell me why so I can try to make them better. If you're not already a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. Till next time, thanks for watching.